Good evening with Sports Night. I'm Sean Green. Beginning with cricket news, Australia crushed England by an innings and 41 runs to win the third test, as well as the Ashes. This was at Perth. They're leading that series 3-0. Now, needing 259 to make Australia bat again, the tourists were bowled out for just 218 on the final day. Josh Hazlewood took 5 for 48 for the hosts, despite play being delayed by 3 hours because of a wet patch on the field. Dewan Milan, he fell for 54. Well, this is Australia's 7th win in 8 Ashes series down under and the regaining of the urn after England's triumph on home soil in 2015. Australia has also won 8 consecutive home tests against England, equaling a record that goes back to the 1920s. They will now target a second successive 5-0 whitewash in Australia and third in 11 years, with matches in Melbourne and Sydney still to come. It will be Combermere versus the Samuel Jackman Prescott Polytechnic in the final of the National Sports Council Schools Under-19 Basketball League. This comes after Combermere defeated the Lodge at Waterford in the semis. Combermere went down to the Lodge in the knockout, so this was also served as sort of revenge. Here's Akeem Klinkett.
Much of the knockout final, and Combermere were looking for revenge as Macari Jones gets the basket early. That's 2 of his 14 points. Lodge replied instantly through Kurt Lambert, who drives in the lane for the layup off the backboard. He had 10 points. Back the next way, Kisarian Adams goes to the hole and gets it in. He had a game-high 28 points. Combermere then came good on defense, transitioning to offense for David Walks to eventually finish off the move. He had 26 on the evening. Adams then splits 2 defenders and brings the Euro step to drain the basket and give Combermere the 26-19 lead after the first quarter. In the second, Combermere kept the pressure on as Waltz gets the steal and finds Jones, who makes no mistakes getting the basket. Lambert continued to keep Lodge in the game, driving to get the floater down the hole. However, Combermere had fire in their eyes and were looking to bury the Lodge as Jones drops the tray. Lodge doing their best to hold on are helped by Kimar Ben, who brings the skyhook. He had a team-high 18 points in this match. Ben then gets the offensive rebound and completes his good work with the putback. Despite that, Combermere still led at the half, 46-30. In the third, Ben was back, rising above the defenders for the rebound and throwing up the rock for the points. But every time the Lodge called, Combermere answered, as Adams gets a circus shot to go and collects the extra shot in the process. But that didn't stop Lodge from persisting, as Trey Ward gets 2 of his 10 points for his team. They showed heart and continued to fight, as Lambert is back with the teardrop floater. But Combermere were a runaway train without brakes. There was no stopping them as Walks brings the goods for the points to take the third, 64-53. In the fourth, Lodge up against it went to work as Rashad Hall gets to the hole, 2 of his 12 points. Lambert then took on the defense again, getting a tough shot to drop with his right hand. But Combermere kept their composure and excelled under the pressure as Jones drains the triple again. Lodge, however, were determined to fight to the end as Hall finds Ben, who banks it in off the backboard. Hall then took some initiative, going through the lane with pace, making sure no one could stop him. But in the end, Combermere got their revenge as Adams finishes off the game in style for them to move on to the final, winning 89-69. Akeem Klinkett, CBC Sports.
Now, that final between SJPP and Combermere will be played next term. Former AC Milan and Real Madrid midfielder Kaká, a 2002 World Cup winner with Brazil, has retired. The various winners of the 2016-17 volleyball season received their prizes at the 41st award ceremony that was held at the Barbados Olympic Association's headquarters over the weekend. Among the winners were Sharon Bovell of the UWI Blackbirds, who won the 2017 Senior Knockout Women's MVP Award, along with the 2016 Division II MVP award. Ashan Jordan of the Chargers won the 2016 Men's Senior Knockout MVP, while Ryan Niles of Warrens and Elaine London of the Chargers won the Men and the Women and Men's Senior Knockout Awards for 2016. In the Division I category, Ramon Blaze of Cormier copped the 2017 MVP Male Award, while Janae Greenidge of Warrens won the Female. The 2016 Division I MVP award went to Chargers Carlos Cyrus in the men's, while the Warrens captain Tyler Lane won the women's. Now, office manager of the Barbados Olympic Association, Glenn Clark, alluded that the sport of volleyball has avoided major controversy throughout the years, and he hopes that they continue on that route.
Volleyball has been that one sport that carried on without rancor or major controversy. I must again commend the BVA executive, even though I believe that they have been able to navigate so far around the many governance issues that seek to bring down sport. Just this week, many of my working hours was spent in conversation with another national federation in many problems. I urge you, as you go forward, not to let the BVA go this route.
Well, Vice President of the Barbados Volleyball Association, Ken Morbino, attributed the success of the sport over the years to a healthy support of the parents.
Many of you may not know, but many of the successes we have enjoyed over the years in volleyball has been a result of those parents who have been coming along with their children and giving them that necessary support. And that's a critical component for success of any athlete, if you can get that parental backing and that parental support. So I invite all of you who, as youngsters, are playing the sport, and we are certainly seeing an influx of youngsters, and I'm very happy they're not only very talented, but they're very tall. And that can only bode well for our sport.
Well, that's sports for tonight. Rainer returns with the business report. That's next.